Thank you for joining me for another episode of Mission Ken Possible, where all things are possible and there is absolutely nothing that is impossible. Today we're going to be discussing the important topic of identity crisis. That's right, identity crisis. And I want to explain to you guys what an identity crisis is. It's pretty much a period of uncertainty in an area of a person's life when they become insecure, and typically, due to a change in their life. It could have anything to do with like expected aims or roles in life, things of that nature. And so what I want to do is help you with defining whether or not you have a identity crisis, and if you're going through one, to help you get through it, because I've been through several identity crises in my lifetime, growing up, developing as a person, and then going over into adult, trying to figure out what am I put on this earth to do, and so I'll get right into it. And so pretty much in a world where there's so many opportunities to especially with social media outlets, it's so many opportunities to just look into those other people's lives and actually want to build our lives according to what they may be looking like on the social media network and how they're living their life. And we could say, man, I don't have freedom, I don't have this, I don't have that. And without even realizing it, we're causing damnation on ourselves, because we're looking toward these other people for them to give us life, when we should be able to give ourselves life, or we should find better sources to give us life. It's imperative that we look on the inside of ourselves and realize and really see the unique and hidden abilities that are on the inside of us. And you have to discover those unique talents and abilities just so that you feel like, man, I know my place in this world. You have to realize that the key to true happiness is it starts with looking on the inside of yourself. You have to look on the inside of yourself if you really plan on having true success and true happiness. Look on the inside of yourself. And there's a lot of people that are looking for their place in this marathon of life. Okay, and when I say that, is they're trying to figure out where they're supposed to be. And I'll share with you a quick story is how I knew what my identity was, or my place in this marathon called life. What was I supposed to be working on? And that's when I started to wanting to know what was I put on this earth for? What was I created for? What is my purpose in life? Why am I living and breathing? Is it just to go to a job and then clock in, clock out, and leave, and go on to just year after year after year? Yeah, you get promotions, yeah, but what am I really supposed to be doing? What is my place in this earth? And when I was trying to figure out my purpose, you guys, I was reading this book. It was by Steve Harvey, and the book was titled Act Like a Success, Think Like a Success. And it was just one book that I read by him. A friend got it for me, and I started reading the book. And there's a section in the book where it's like a journal where you could write down your thoughts or different questions that it may have asked you about the previous chapter that you just had read. And so that first question said that, what do you do best with the least amount of effort? And then the second question followed that is in asking, if you didn't get paid with any finances or anything, what is it that you would be doing? And I knew right then that my gift was motivational speaking. I had to think over my childhood, things I had been involved in, my experiences. As I got older, talking to people, what did they say about me, the experiences that we shared, those kind of things helped me realize what my gift was in becoming a motivational speaker. But you guys, it didn't stop there. When I discovered what my purpose was, I didn't believe that I was qualified to do what I'm doing right now. Even just something as small as talking on the camera and really, connecting with my audience. I really didn't think that I had it on the inside of me. Yeah, I talk to people, I have good conversations and whatnot, but I did not think that I had it on the inside of me to just really talk with people and getting for them to be able to discover their purpose and realize why they're here and what they were created to do, and really just getting them to becoming passionate about what they do in everyday life. And you know, I believe that you guys, I can't leave the conversation in this video without saying that you guys, you have to look on the inside of yourself, and you have to really just believe that there's genius and there's greatness on the inside of you. You have to believe that there's genius on the and greatness on the inside of you. Can't anybody else believe that? You have to believe that there's genius and greatness on the inside of you. Okay, you have to also know that, you know, who you are as an individual. And you say, you know what, Ken, I really don't know who I am. And I had to do this. This is my homework that I gave to myself. I said, okay, how do I identify with who Kenneth is? And so what I did was I took a list. I made a list, of a short list, a very short list. I didn't ask the entire world who Kenneth was. I took a short list, and I start with people that I thought that was closest to me, that maybe knew of things that about me that I didn't really recognize or I didn't really pay attention to. Because how many times you really recognize that you do something, you know your tricks, you know what you do. If somebody else sees it from another vantage point, then it'll give you a different idea of who you are as an individual. And that's what I had to do. I believe I asked my parents, and then I asked a couple of my siblings, and once I started with them, and I asked a couple of close friends. So that's like on a list of, 5 to 6 people, maybe closest people to me, that I felt necessary to say, okay, like when you see me or you think about Kenneth, what do you think about? What do you think about my character, my integrity, the person that makes me who I am, and my experience and all that good stuff. It'll help you figure out, and I'll say this, only ask people who you trust, okay? You have to ask the people who you trust. And once you find out all of those things, I want you to tell yourself every day when you find out what your purpose is and why you're created and what's your identity, so you don't have all these different things going on in your mind and trying to figure out where am I supposed to be, what am I supposed to be doing. Once you find it out, I want you to tell yourself that you were created for this. You were created for this, okay? You have to give it all you got. This is why you're here. This is the reason why you're here, your purpose, your gifting. Something that you're so great at. You do with the least amount of effort. You don't even think about it because you do it so much. I don't know what it is, but I'll be more than happy to help you discover that. And that's why I created this video. But you have to tell yourself that you were created to do that. And you have to believe in yourself that you have all of the qualifications. And when you're born with your gift, you have everything on the inside. Yeah, we may have to nurture it. Yeah, we may have to, protect it from others. But when you know your gift, you must go after it. You must build on to it, add on to it. Okay? And one thing I want to leave you with, and I thought about this when I was creating this video, if you don't believe in you, then who or how do you expect others to? If you don't believe in you, the things that you say you're going to go after, the things that you say you're going to achieve your purpose, why you're here, why you're existing, why you're living and breathing. If you don't believe any of that, if you don't believe in you, then who do you expect to believe in you if you don't believe in you? And I had to get to that point to discover that, man, I was made for this. I was created to. I know I can do this. I had to build that self-confidence up into myself, and I have to reassure myself that I got this. I got this. Because I don't look for it from Bob, Jim, Jewel, whoever it is. I don't look for it from those other people. I look for it from within myself, and knowing that I can do it, and I encourage myself every day. Because I know that I'm reaching people and I'm changing lives. That's what I believe. I know that's what it is. And you guys, I appreciate you joining me. This is another episode of Mission Ken Possible. And please, if you want to view more content, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Click that subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys. Mission Ken Possible, baby. Peace.